Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan. Welcome back to Timberborn and episode number 15. I hope you're having an excellent day. And I'm hoping that today we get a bunch of new names starting today. When our beavers get busy, you know what I'm saying? I added a bunch of new names to the list of names that can happen from our free patrons. So shout out to all the new people who are free or paid patron members. Your name might show up soon in this game. Hey, welcome back. So last we left off, we were messing with this monstrosity. I'm hopeful that maybe it will work. If it does work, we gain a ton of extra power, like battery power, like we gain a little wiggle room in terms of power. If it doesn't work, we've spent a ton of resources for no gain at all, which would not be fun, but you know, I don't know. Not the worst thing in the world if it goes badly. So what are we looking at here? Let's see. We got 0 logs. What else is new? Not enough beavers for our places. That we know to be true as well. I'm going to go ahead and pause the Agora just because we literally can't do it. I don't know if pausing it has any effect, but we'll find out. Here in Constipationville, things are looking better. We're planting some long-term oak trees for more, most bang for our buck in terms of logs. Here we have also 0 logs. Damn it. Okay, well. They are making babies, though, and we do have a beautiful suspension bridge, so there's that. We've also been sort of working to fill this water. We should probably do that again, right? Just see what happens if we chuck it up to 1.0 for a second. See if we overflow this area. Store some extra water while it's the good times, you know? You got to store water while it's the good time. Speaking of the bad times, a bad tide approaches. Okay, what are we going to do about that? I mean, we can have water stored here. We actually have a bad tide pump ready to take bad water out should that cause us any problems. And I think we store it here. Yeah, so we're going to store a little bit of bad water here before too long, which will be good. We maybe even should store more of it. I'm not sure. Because we can turn it into other stuff, you know? Let's treat this as an opportunity. We can where is it? It's like landscaping, right? Landscaping that turns bad water into dynamite via an explosives factory. What could possibly go wrong by adding explosives to our game? I can't think of a singular thing. Can you? Wait a second. If we do this, that allows us to move. Our battery monstrosity might be amazing. Because now we can actually add powered stuff over here. Why won't it let me build it there? Because it's in the way of the thingy. We could build it here. Right? Then just connect it with a singular piece of power. The game lagged. That was so weird. I clicked it, and then the game lagged, and then it delayed. Okay, so, are we full water over here? We're full water over here, meaning these should now go down again. Here's the question. With a bad tide coming, do we... We don't want to store any of the bad water. So do we... Basically, I'm thinking through what's the right call with our floodgates. What do we use those for? Once the bad tide starts, we probably want that to be as low as possible. To get the bad tide down river as soon as possible. Well, I don't know that it matters at the start. The minute the bad tide ends, I think we want it to be as far right as possible. We want the bad water to go as downstream as possible. We don't want to be storing any here, right? So does that mean we start getting rid of that shit now? And by lowering... Let's test it, right? Let's test it. We have 2 different places we can test this with, technically. We're going to slowly start lowering the levels here. Seeing what that does for our... If we lower it, that should probably speed up our water wheels, right? Oh my god, I'm literally watching it happen. It went from 110 to 150, 160. God, the water physics in this game is actually truly amazing. We lower this. It speeds up what's happening here. These things are zooming. They went from 118 to 180, 190. Oh my god, we're gonna break them. A beaver is injured. Who is it today? Tactical Fluke? Tactical Fluke is one of the people who hangs out with us over on Twitch. So I see Tactical Fluke a lot. I didn't think you were a coward, Tactical Fluke. Get back to work. Okay. While the bad tide approaches and we think about what to do with these. I should also be thinking about what else I want to do in general. Here's kind of what I feel, right? There should be no benefit to backing up more water here if the minute that bad tide starts flowing, this is then contaminated. Unless you want to keep a lot of like stored energy here to lower it all later to just like zoom it through. But the thing is, the minute we lower, it like overflows right here, which is going to kill more shit. So no, we should lower this immediately. We should have all of this at 0 so that, because the thing about bad tide is it kills like on contact is what we're learning. Right? Just lower these both to 0. We don't want to make any, we don't want any overflow like we've been doing other places. So we need to lower these to 0. Which is going to cause a little bit of flooding here for now. Speaking of, we should take a look at our log count is still 0, so that's good. We can have the lumberjacks do this stuff here because, and frankly, you probably should do it real quick before the bad tide comes and kills all the stuff close to the shore, right? This is a lumberjack. Don't pause that shit. Keep it running. How many vacancies you got here? 1 unemployed? Okay, well, I mean, I'm making this a lumberjack sitting like a. This is our lumberjack colony. So let's get these trees cut, yeah? Anything near the river needs to go because otherwise it will just get that's at 0. Good. Got extra water over here. 0.7 days until the bad tide comes. We have some logs, lots of food, lots of water. Our floodgates are set at 0, which again I think is the right call. Some stuff's gonna die nearby, but I think that's okay. We also want to check in pretty constantly and see how this stuff's doing. So far, so good. It's got stored power, even though it's not actually attached to the power. Can this stuff all be built? That's the other thing we need to look at is, like, sometimes stuff happens in this game where the items are too far from a path or a district, and then it never gets built because nobody is there to build it. That's a lumberjack flag, but I don't see any freaking trees inside of it. So we're going to pause that. I frankly think we pause the gathering too. We're good on berries. We want these people to work with these beavers. We want them to work other jobs. Six vacancies, 1 incapacitated. Tactical Fluke, I'm looking at you. Construction lacks materials. What do we lack? Oh, yeah. We lack, like, gears mostly. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, we're chopping the trees nearby. We're stockpiling logs, which is a thing we like to see. On this side of things, over in Constipationville, currently still one unemployed. So we should probably come up with another job. Also, bad tide starts in 2 seconds. So we're going to pause the water pumps. We're going to unpause the bad water pump and put it at high priority to make sure that bad water starts getting pumped out of this stuff. And then it's going to start in a second. And I want to learn about the bad tide. So I'm going to keep an eye on my stream gauges. Keeping an eye on my stream. I do that 2 times. I do that in 2 separate parts of my life. When I'm peeing and when I'm playing Timberborn. Keeping an eye on my stream. What? Okay, so currently 0%, but that's because it's not... Yeah. It looks bad. Looks real rough. I do hate it. I do hate how it looks. Let's go over here, though. Not bad, not bad. Contamination 50%. So we've got these dams. But ideally... Oh, we should also... things we should do. Oh, Jesus Christ. Pause the aquatic farmhouse. How do I pause them from going in here? Pause the large water pump. Pause the Lido? Pause the showers? Like, you're just not going to want to get in the water right now, you know? Don't get in the water because these guys, what are you doing? I wonder if there's a way to build a gate that will not let beavers through, you know? I mean, I could just destroy the path, but that seems... Fuck it, is that what I should do? Yeah, now it's turning around. Wait, am I a genius? Wait, what are you doing? Oh, nope, never mind. Okay, so it turns out that does not do anything to stop them. You guys are going to get contaminated. You're going to get sick. I guess we have antidote, but contamination's at 48% already. Buddy. Oh my god, I love the way they swim with their little... Hold up. They swim with resources? That was really cute, actually. Look at them. You're swimming in a contaminated pool. You're swimming in acid rain, buddy. That was CJ. CJ, what are you doing? Get out of there. How long until we get a building needs water? I mean, that's fine. Yeah, I get it. You're in the middle of... It's bad water. Holy vey. Okay, we probably should just speed up through this, right? We're pumping. That's good. That'll get bad water out, but more importantly, it'll give us bad water with which we can make explosives. Speaking of which, we should actually build our storage over here. Our water storage should be right here. And it should probably be medium. I'm imagining we build a lot of explosives. I don't know. Maybe we won't, but like, you know. Let's try this. This is a crazy decision. We'll put it right across. It's going to be forever until it gets built, but, you know. I don't know. Maybe it'll work. Okay, so how are we doing over here? This stuff's still good. Oh, is this... Oh, is this contaminated at all? Water stream gauge. What if we chucked it right there? So, oh, it lagged. What if we chuck stream gauge right there? Because the ground is contaminated. You know? So what do we think? Do we think it's going to get contaminated itself? You're going to kill... Oh, no. You're going to kill all my oak seedlings I worked so hard to plant. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them. Okay. Beavers unwell. Well. Or unwell, if you will. CJ, the one that was swimming in the water, turns out it's not good. Something's blocked by bad water. What is it? The Lido? Yeah. Don't get in that. Don't get in that. Why are we not hauling any of our bad water? Does that make sense? Where's it going? Is it? Is it currently being used by a certain? I can't remember. Do you use it to make the like extract? Did I build something that makes the extract or something? I can't remember what the extract is for. Centrifuge. Did I build one of those? Centrifuge right here. Okay. So centrifuge is currently working to make extract. Meaning this thing is going to have some eventually. We actually need like a decent amount of... Oh, it's nighttime. Nothing's working right now because it's nighttime. That explains a lot. Also, why is our power input... Oh, never mind. Okay. It's just nighttime. Just nighttime things. All right. Let's see here. Building lacks workers. What building lacks workers currently? The lumber mill? That's fine. What, you think we need lumber? Think we need planks? You're silly. You're silly. How do I make this thing get built? Because I'd love to make it get built, please. Yep, you're building that. Sure. I could always just prioritize it. .8 days left on the thing. We have 2 unwell beavers, 2 injured beavers. Charles and Sphinx. Have we stored a single piece of bad water yet? Nope. The centrifuge is a turnin', though. You make 1 bad water every third of an hour. And then the haulers come and take it away. We might need a bigger pump. What's our contamination like? 100%. Yep, that makes sense. That checks out. That checks out. We've made 1 extract currently. Are we storing extract anywhere other than... I don't think so. 2. Maybe this would be the place to store the extract. You know? And then we can store the... Build this quickly. Oh, God. We don't have gears for that shit. Shouldn't have done that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. None of the things are built that I'm requesting. Tell me how we have 3 unemployed, but this lumber mill doesn't have a worker. Walk me through that. No available workers in the district? Are they all over here? Three unemployed over here. So how many unemployed at Indigestion Town? None. Okay. Well, in that case, how about we just like migrate some population? Constipationville, send 3 over. Oh wait, they can't house them, right? How's the housing over here? 3 beds? Never mind, they absolutely can. I thought maybe the situation was that they couldn't house them. Sorry, I should say we, not they. 28 items lack construction, by the way. Materials. Yikes. I gotta let them catch up before we just start building more shit. That's the problem, though. You know, I'm an ideas man. I see all these ideas about how we can make things better. Hey, here's what we should learn. Okay, there was some contamination over here. It's now gone. There's 0% contamination in this thing right here, so that's good. If they ever were to run out of water, we'd need to build a second water pump here, which we maybe should just go ahead and do. And this is like future-proofing this place. Second water pump right here. It will start paused because we never need it to be on. We'll put a little path right there. And that's where we'll get our water from when stuff is bad. Okay. Contamination, 0, 1. Beautiful. At that point, we can start raising this up, probably. We'll put it at like 0.95. Bad tide is over. I am relieved, to say the least. Over here, we're at 36%. Got to flush all this shit out. 52. We're still cranking. Still absolutely cranking. As soon as this hits 0, then we'll start stockpiling. The bad tide's interesting because it basically resets your farming and your like what you've established in terms of your trees, and it also introduces, it's an interesting stress to the system. It like adds it kind of resets your crop cycle and adds a sickness stress to everything you got going on. It's interesting. Okay. So, I think we can unpause this probably. Contamination 0. We can replant these oaks that we killed. We can now start cutting a lot more trees. Cut all this stuff. We got so many lumberjacks. Let's do it. Some of this stuff I feel like is probably not going to get hit by... We can do that too. We can build a lumberjack thing over there. We got to cut down all the trees while we can. The natural resources. Let's get them out of here. Natural resources. Who needs those? What? Okay. How is our big old construction project working? We're building like the Hoover Dam over here, you know? Like this is going to take us years. Why is nothing being built? Can't get all required materials. It's just logs. It's a single log. What do you mean can't get required materials? We've got 48 of them. You guys are like handing logs over, right? Indigestion Town 77. Oh, it's too far from... Yeah, well, we know that. No big deal. Okay, we're taking logs. We're taking logs. Beaver's injured. Beaver's unwell. That's fine. It's going to get sick in a couple days. That's all right. We have the thing to help with that. We can unpause the aquatic farmhouse. Unpause the large water pump. The bad water is still technically getting pumped out because we're at 1%. When that pauses, we'll turn this off. Honestly, this is probably not worth keeping on right now. It works so inefficiently, but... Okay. I mean, dodged a bullet. Like, we're doing fine. I think. Did we store any bad water? We did store some bad water. Oh my god, it looks terrible. It's green. Oh, never mind. That's extract. Shit. Okay, never mind. We did not store any bad water. We'll have to do that soon, but... Meanwhile, we can unpause the Agora for the first time. Like, it should have extracts before too long, right? How much do we have? 3 out of 10. 15 hours. of Agora. I'm just going to stay here, focused on this for a little bit to see when it happens. When it happens and what happens, you know? What are the beavers doing with this quote-unquote extract? Are they inhaling it? Are they injecting it? What are they burning it like incense? Like, what is an Agora and what does it do? Hold up. Are you hearing this? Oh my god, these guys are sick. They're contaminated. Are you guys just sitting around like smoking hookah? The farmers with their hats crack me up. You guys having a religious experience here? It says that they just discuss timber-related topics. Wait, is this like an old, like an ancient philosopher Agora? Like you sit in a circle and sort of get high and talk about life and debate like the meaning of life kind of thing? Who's going to be our Aristotle? Asia? John? Threntos? Who's it going to be? I mean, that's got to be amazing for our Agora. Plus 1.4. Let's go. People are like sick. They're like contaminated. Whatever. Beavers contaminated. Take freaking stuff, right? I think they have taken stuff. I think they've been there. Because we're down to 36 out of 40. So I'm imagining that they are automatically taking antidote when they're sick. I don't know that for a fact. Because I don't know how this game works, but that's my hope and my prayer. Okay, the sooner we connect all of these things right here, the sooner we have a working battery system, which I would really like to have happen. So I'm going to commit the eternal sin of colony management games and prioritize everything at once. When you prioritize everything, nothing's a priority. But, hear me out, this is a different situation. It always feels different when you're the one doing it, right? Contamination's at 0. We'll pause the Badwater pump. Although we should get one of these built somewhere else, too, at some point. Because I would love to. The Lido. Oh, the Lido's still blocked by Badwater. What if we did a little floodgate action? To, like, lower it like crazy? Will this help? Kind of flush it? Oh my god, I killed all our crops. Fuck. No, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. They'll unflood in just a second. Okay, and then I spread the bad water everywhere. So that's not good. That's undeniably bad. You're flooded, but you are also contamination 5%. Smart or dumb? What do you think? Maybe I should do the opposite. Yeah, maybe I should like dam it up so that it all drains out. You see this? It's draining out. I don't know what I'm doing. Has that ever been more clear? Eventually, it'll start coming over the top, though, and then we'll be back to sort of 4%. I don't know. Is this working? I can't tell. I've never been able to tell. I don't know what I'm doing. But we've got 127 logs, so we must be doing something right. You know what I mean? Hey, the shower is currently 3% contamination. I think it'll basically just go down over time, but I don't know what I'm doing. So, where's the water? How is the water coming from below? Is that how this works? I thought it went over the top. Okay. We're building. We're building. We're prioritizing this stuff. The minute it is all prioritized, it will all... These will actually... These 12,000 HPHs will actually count for something. Right now, they don't count for anything. But eventually, they will. How are we doing over here? We don't want people to be incapacitated. And we don't want people to be unemployed. Those are the two things. I kind of feel like maybe we should plant more oak, right? Because if we can keep it watered and far enough away from the river's edge, then, like, the more oak we plant, the better this is going to be for... This is 8% of the way there. This is 26. It's going to be a while before this pays off. But if we invest in it now... And frankly, you know, it's not like our forester is doing anything all day, right? They're probably just sitting there bored. Oh, it does not reach that far. Okay, so we need to go a little bit less. Perfect. I think they're just sitting there a little bored. Probably could have moved the forester a little closer, but oh well. Okay. Nobody currently not working over there. Once we clear out all the logs, eventually they will be, but is this built? We're like one log and 25 gears away from this being built. And the gears are definitely the thing that keeps us down, but that's all right. Beaver's contaminated. Well, are you taking your freaking meds or what, CJ? Come on. We've got 40 antidotes. Take some more of it. Take some more. Oh, our shower still hasn't been built either. Are we still lacking planks? No. We have logs and we have planks. Why does this say can't get all required materials? Because we don't have enough logs? Because we don't have enough logs. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. We're learning slowly. I was like, it's sure not because we don't have enough haulers. Seven people are currently incapacitated between injuries and other stuff. Now, what are they getting injured doing? Maybe this is one thing we should actually check out. You're injured. This is Tony. Hi, Tony. And you're currently unemployed. I wish I would have known what you were doing right before you got injured, because then I would know what is causing us the issues, you know? I don't know how beavers get injured currently. And maybe eventually we'll figure that out, but for now, I just don't know. For now, I just do not know. I think it's kind of just smooth sailing right now, right? Like, we just kind of let things... We keep an eye on things. We have so much science, but not enough log production to do anything with all that science. We could just... we let the things that I've already requested be built. I think we probably ought to build a BADWATER pump over here. I will say that. This is going to be kind of a terrible position because it's so far... This is going to be a terrible job. It's so far from the pump, or from the storage. But if we need BADWATER for the centrifuge, this thing's almost out, the Agora already, and for explosives, then I think we ought to keep it running. Should I build a second gear workshop? We have the planks to keep up with it. I think we probably ought to. And I can build one right over here. Despite the fact that it's going to be forever from the storage. Oh my god, I keep doing it. I keep just adding stuff to be built. Why am I like this? Why am I like this? They always say, you know, in life, they're always like, hey, you know, slow down. Savor the good times. Nah. If you're playing a game like this, you got to run that shit on full speed when things are are good. And then you got to really slow down and savor every moment of the terrible times. When things are bad, that's when you really slow down and enjoy and dwell in every agonizing second. These are going to take so long to get ready. There's 6%, 33. But when they do get ready, I don't even know if they'll be killed by a bad tide before then. They probably will. Shit. It's okay. We're still net positive on logs right now. Right now. Not forever, but for right now. Do I need to switch up my, like, my bakery things? Cattails or something? Cattail flour. Do I even have any of that? I don't think so. Maple pastries. Makes maple syrup and wheat flour. We have wheat flour a little bit. We have maple syrup. I think we can do that. I think we can make that. If you rotate the food, then they get to keep their job. Like they get to do more things with their jobs. Like currently we could grill some potatoes because we have a couple potatoes that could use. Yeah. Okay. Seems crazy to just have to manually do that all the time, but oh well. I don't know what the alternative is. Like you probably wouldn't, until we're huge, we would not need a grill for each kind, you know? So this job should not be prioritized. That's all I gotta say. It's just making food for the entire place to eat, you know? Like, what's the deal? Why is this power shaft different? Look at that, though. We're on the network. They're all on the network. Amazing. Actually, mind-boggling, amazing. They're all on the same network, meaning we got all kinds of extra power now. We could run as many machines as we need to. There's currently unemployed beavers. Where? On this side? On this side. Okay. Put them on the Holland post. There's also 9 vacancies, so I don't exactly know what's... How did we have... Hold up. I'm a little confused how we had 4 unemployed people and also vacancies. That doesn't make any sense to me. That math ain't mathing. How about on this side? 3 unemployed? Is it because... Oh, there's still trees to cut. And they stay. I don't think they stay unemployed if they just sit at their job for a while. Okay. Well, I still think logs is the most valuable thing that Constipationville produces. So maybe it's time to add a forester. This forester is kind of hilariously placed. Like, it's just kind of terribly placed. If I were to build a forester right here, that gets almost all of the oak and gives us a lot of other places to build to. If I were to put a forester here, we've got all these different areas. I think I need to put a stairs between these two areas. There is a stairs. Right? That's a stairs. Is that a natural stairs? Okay, so if I put a forester right here, this should grab, like, the entire area down south. South of the river. We're going to get rid of one of these lumberjack flags, and we're going to plant one over here. And we're going to prioritize this workplace and this construction. And we'll probably pause another one of these for now. We have a lumberjack actually right there. Then we'll have 2 lumberjacks up here. We can start planting trees over here. They don't even necessarily have to be oak. They could be something quicker. Oaks are nice and drought resistant, though, which is also nice. 7 days to make 1 log versus 30 days to make 8. Quickest growing tree is birch. I think for now, let's just do some birch just to get some stuff growing. And then I'll probably end up changing it the further we go, right? We'll see. What was that noise? Oh, they're happier than ever. I love to hear that. I'm so happy for you guys. Who's fucking injured? You're the one person dragging me down. Tiffany? If you're watching this, Tiffany. Lock in. Get your shit together. Tiffany. You're injured and I blame you. What? Okay, so 2 different foresters. I think that's interesting. This forester is placed badly. Like, so much of its area is over here. If I placed it right here, it could cover a lot more. We may end up doing that. We may tear it down eventually, but... we'll see. This replant dead trees not marked for cutting thing looks really interesting. Don't really know what that's about. Okay. Maybe you plant birch like near the edge because it can die easily. And then you plant like oak other places so that you can, you know, harvest it easier. So that it's protected is, I guess, what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know. I hate to jinx myself like this. But like, all's well in Poopopolis? Food off the charts. Logs are going up. We're even getting our monstrosity is getting built, you know? Like, and frankly, we are not using a lot of this. We're using some of this power. They're all going down a little slowly. But I think that's because the wind is bad. And maybe that'll do better when it gets up and running. I'm not sure. Also, I think we should change the power wheel to turned off. If we built this whole power monstrosity, these will charge overnight. They charge overnight because people stop working. Oh my god. Am I a genius? Am I a freaking genius? Don't answer that. I think I'm a genius. So this one isn't connected for some reason. Oh, it's because that one isn't connected. Okay. Isn't built. I don't think we're going to need the wind before too long. Did this thing get built yet? I know it's forever away from... No, we still need more gears, too. Oh, boy. A bad tide approaches. That's perfect. That's just perfect. That's just perfect. We just recovered from the last one. Are you shitting me right now? Well, I think we're about to... I think we're about to stress test our whole system. But that's going to have to happen in the next episode. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the slightly longer episode today. I've decided I'm going to record some slightly longer Timberborn episodes, see how that goes. I feel like the response to this series has been really fun. Like, it's not like this series is getting like millions of views. Not that I've ever had millions of views. But I feel like the people who watch Timberborn have really been like into it, and I have been really into it. So I'll try and give you a little bit of a extra, slightly longer episode when I can, when I get the chance. Hey, can I get an RIP in the comments down below? RIP, rest in peace, for Dustin, Anthony, and probably about 1 million other people today. But we've also got some new people, including Dr. Rhubarb. Yes. Let's go. Adam died, RIP. But a lot of other people were born, and that, my friends, is the circle of life. That's going to do it for this episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back with more Timberborn very soon. Until then, bye-bye.